stay straight up and down, you're going to get pushed by everybody. We worked on it this week. Just you got to bend over. You got to get lower. And the smaller that other player is, watch this, the lower you have to get. If that dude's 6'3", then you better get your hips down to that level that it is at. You can't stand straight up. The one kid pushed him out of bounds and they called a foul, but the reality of it is the kid probably barely nudged him and the kid fell out of bounds because he was standing straight up again. But he's worked on it. It's been better.
Is that something he can do naturally if he thinks to do it, or does he have to be taught how to do it?
You just have to train. You got to have a habit. His habit is to stand straight up and down on drives. His habit is to fade away on shots. His habit, defensively and offensively, is to stand straight up and down, not play low. And we just stop him in practice. Are you standing up or are you down? You're standing up. Get down. Bend your legs. And so, but he's responded. He's trying. It's good. It's not changing overnight. He's got a ways to go with that.
What about the press? It seemed like it caused a few turnovers back-to-back against Trans. Is that still something that you're looking to implement even more?
Well, here's what we did. We probably spent 15 minutes on the press before we pressed them. So then I saw where we were with it. Now I've spent time really showing them where they're supposed to be, the rotations that we want to have. And so now we should be a better pressing team than we were that game. But we're playing against a team that will probably try to beat us on the dribble, which means whoever's guarding the ball better be able to contain himself. But we didn't work on it a whole lot. We didn't work on switching defense. So they made 4 threes because when we switched, instead of coming together and saying switch, which we hadn't worked on, they just went. Like, I don't know what that means, but I know this, no one guarded that guy that went out. And they made the 3. So we worked on switching if we choose to do that. But we've got a lot of stuff we got to do right now.
Yeah, the guys said that you've worked on toughness the last few days, like rebounding, drills, one-on-one, the loser has to run.
Yeah.
How do you envision that as a long-term, day after day kind of thing?
I don't think every day, but I think when you watch and you see your team's not playing tough enough, you go to those things. I'm not doing it to... If we're playing rough enough and we're playing... The one other thing we weren't able to do is hold a post position. Against Transy, we had post-ups, but we couldn't hold the position. So they got behind us and pushed us out to 12 feet. We started at 7, we caught it at 12. Well, you can't be that way anymore. So we've done some of that stuff. I mean, we've got a lot of holes, and we're still learning and still trying to figure out exactly how we're going to play. We still don't, I think until I start watching game after game, where I'm comfortable, okay, this is who we are, or how they're going to try to take away what we're going to do. And the good news with our schedule, you learn right away. That Marist, a good team, then you go Kansas, on the road, then you go Tip-Up, on the road. And then all of a sudden you turn around and you look around and you go, we're playing North Carolina, who we're not ready to play. You have an Indiana game on the 5th, you're like, you'll figure out what's going to be good and what's not going to be good in those games.
What's Stacey Poole's status for tomorrow?
Still on the roster.